Good morning, student. Let's start today's class. Today we will discuss about the second ARQ. Okay, the second technique of error control, which is go back and ARQ. Okay, go back and ARQ. It is a part of sliding window ARQ, and sliding window ARQ is generally used for continuous transmission error control. Okay. In previous classes, we have studied that the sliding window ARQ is of two types: go back, go back and ARQ, and selected. And second one is 1 minute. Second one is selective repeat ARQ. Okay. Now go back and ARQ. Okay. It is uh, it is uh, uh, is a form of ARQ protocol in which transmission process continues to send or transmit the total number of frames that are specified by window size. That means in in flow control we have seen that sliding window techniques. Okay, flow control techniques. In that flow control or sliding window techniques, there is a window. Okay, there is a window in sender and receiver side, and the width or the size of the window define the amount of frame simultaneously transmit to the receiver. Okay, here also, here in go back and ARQ, here also windows are there. Okay, and the specified and the number of and the total number of frames that are specified by window size. Okay, even without receiving here what happened in previously, wait stop and uh, in previously in previous technique what happened that in each and every frame. Okay, first one frame is transmitted to the receiver, and then wait, then stop and wait for the acknowledgement from receiver to sender. Okay, when the when the acknowledgement or positive acknowledgement is coming from the receiver, and the sender send next frame. Okay, that means one after one frame, the sender wait for acknowledgement again. After receiving acknowledgement, sender send next frame. But here what happened, uh, that the continuous or the total amount of window size is transmitted one by one, without waiting for acknowledgement. Okay, then after transmitted all the frame, one acknowledgement is coming. Okay, that all the frames are received. If the if when or if the acknowledgement not come. Okay, uh, so it transmit again the whole window or the all the set of the frames again, all the set of the frames again send to the receiver. Okay, that means you see in the diagram. Okay, frame 0, frame 1, frame 2. Okay, let's say our window can take 3 frames. Okay, in this window, so 3 frames transmitted simultaneously. Okay, not simultaneously, one by one. Okay, not waiting for any acknowledgement. After transmission, one acknowledgement, rr2 means request received or a request received 2. Okay, then what happened after receiving acknowledgement, the next setup, which is frame 3 and frame 4 transmitted. Okay, but here what happened, the frame 4 is errored or error in between the transmission. Okay, here the error is occurring in the frame 4. Okay, and after that acknowledgement 4 is given. Okay, and uh, then frame 5 and 6 transmitted. Okay, and after frame 5 transmitted, one reject or negative acknowledgement or R reject for each signal is given to the sender. Okay, due to the frame 4 is error. Okay, so after transmission of all the frame, okay, 3 4 5 6 frame, one reject error or reject or negative acknowledgement given. Okay, then this the uh, then the sender send frame 4 5 and 6 again. That means uh, repeat all the frame after 4 frame will be transmitted. That means uh, in acknowledgement or before acknowledgement, getting acknowledgement, the how the 4 5 6 transmitted. So after getting that acknowledgement, again 4 5 6 transmitted. This is the disadvantages of this type of technique. Okay, since mm, it transmit again the whole number of or all number of frames. Okay, not only the error frame, but also all the non-error frames also. Okay, so that the the mm, the what, so the number of propagation time is more here. Okay, so if the sender then what happened, 1 minute. Yes, that then what happened, due to this or due to these disadvantages, this method didn't generally used. Okay, so next we see our next method is selective repeat ARQ. Here to overcome the disadvantages of go back and ARQ, we use selective repeat ARQ. Here what happened, the same as the go back and ARQ, but the difference is that it retransmit when some error occur in a frame, it retransmit or resend only that frame which is error. Okay, that means you see here frame 0, frame 1, frame 2 transmitted, frame 3 transmitted. Okay, 1 uh, sorry, frame 0 1 2 transmitted, one acknowledgement is there. Okay, then frame 3 transmitted and frame 4 is error. Okay, then frame 5 and frame 6 transmitted, and then one selective reject repeat selective reject uh, uh, what selective reject signal or frame send to the sender. Okay, that is selective reject 4, that is 4 is not received. So here the sender send the only 4 frame. Okay, only 4 frame or frame number 4. Okay, and after that the naturally the frame 7 6 is already transmitted, so frame 7 is transmitted. That means here uh, if 3 frame transmitted, okay, and that 2 second frame, okay, is getting errored, okay. So after getting the selective reject reject number, which is it here 2, okay, selective reject SREJ, and the number of the error or wanting frame, which is 2 here, okay, here 0 1 2, okay. So after getting this frame, the sender send only or resend only frame 2, okay. Then after frame 3, frame 4, frame 5, in generally it transmit, okay. So this is the difference between the go back and ARQ and selective repeat ARQs. Here name suggests that selective repeat ARQ, that is selected frame can or selected frame repeated, okay, not all the frame repeated. In go back and ARQ, all the frame until that error frame repeats, okay, or all the frame till that error frame repeats, okay. This technique, here you see, this technique is used less because of more complexity at sender and receiver. Each frame must be needed to acknowledge individually. Here what happened, since it send only frame 4, so each and every frame should be acknowledged. That means after examining all the frames one by one, the receiver can get to know that which frame has an error, okay. So for this for this difficulty, or for this process of hard process of individually uh, individual uh, individual individual acknowledgement, this technique is used very less, okay. Thank you.